Wake up, my earth angels. Wake up, my star seeds. And wake up, my chosen. And wake up, my gays. Evolve. I know it's AM time, so everybody got sex on the brain, but still. Grand Rising! It's Friday! It's Friday! It's Friday! We made it! We made it! Give yourself a pat on the back. Ow! Ooh, ooh, ooh! Give yourself a pat on the back. Cause we back. And it's Friday. Thank you. Hello. Grand Rising. Coming to the live. Coming to the live. Get your ass up and coming to the live. Get your ass up and coming to the live. Get your ass up and coming to the live. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh. Oh, my cuz just liked one of my videos. This gonna be a good day today. I wish I could play some music, but hey, they be at every angle they try and stop me. So I ain't gonna even give them calls to stop me. I'll play some more radio music and we'll be just fine with that. You understand? Because when you meant to get your message, Grand Rising, when you meant to get your message across, you gonna get it across regardless, without no distractions, without no holdbacks, trust me. So how everybody they starting out? As y'all see, I'm up smiling. It's Friday. I'm here. I am here. 7 Aries. And that's what I'm finna get ready to talk about. So if you're Aries, get your ass on this live because people keep sleeping on us and we will not conform. And I'm here to let them know we are not made to conform. Period. That's why we the leaders. Period. 100. I keep seeing all the videos with the put down, trying to understand. You'll never understand us because we constantly getting downloads of who we are and what we do. Remember, we already stubborn. Yeah, I mean, it comes, but you got to be stubborn. You got to be stubborn. You can't, if you're going to be a leader, you can't follow other people's way of thinking or talking because you are the first. So you got your own mind. You got to remember that. That's what distinguishes us. That's why we get in trouble so bad. And from a child. From a child, it seemed rebellious, but it's just, I got my own way or I got my own, it don't make sense. Period. And parents, for one, they don't understand that. But then again, that goes into if you are karmic. If you are karma for that parent, you're gonna have friction. And like I said, when you start learning, you start investigating these things instead of blaming your mama, or hating people. I hate that word, hate. I hate that we stuck in this system. Now, if I had to hate anything on this planet, I hate that we stuck in a system that we all can't seem to let go. Because that's all it takes. Let go. But we so entitled and we so tied to, scared that if we go without, that we won't survive. And that is by design. Because we can make it on anything. That's what we're here for. To show we can make it on anything. Anything that they take from us. If we find dirt and trees, I'm telling you, we'll invent some kind of way to cook it, to grow it more, and to house us as well. You can't destroy our energy. So it's for us to stop being scared, but we're going to have to walk into the unknown, y'all. And that's what Aries are here to do. We are ushers. We are babysitters, for one, you got to think, because we are the first. But then again, we the babies because people say we whine and shit like that. And we are, and we do because we have to keep a childlike spirit. That's one reason why I used to think Michael Jackson was a damn Aries, to be honest with you, much as he wanted to be like a child. That's why he's my favorite artist in the world, not because of his music. His heart It stayed pure. That's missing. That's why a lot of y'all think so many people fake, because you don't see the pureness. But also we got to make sure we pure too, because remember, all the things that don't accumulate and happen to us or happen for us have stained us as well. And this is why I said it's great when you can go inside self and start learning who you are, whether you're a karmic kid or a divine kid. You understand your purpose on why you here, or why you going through the trauma or bumping heads with who you bumping heads with. Because you learning from whoever you bumping heads with. Remember, you don't meet nobody. And y'all not looking at this by mistake. Eat the meat, spit out the bones, as Bobby Hemmett would say. You know, you don't meet nobody by mistake, coincidence. So take in everything that you learn, I guess negative and positive. Because we take so much for granted. And I think this is part of the lesson that's unraveling for us. We've been spoiled, y'all. We have. We didn't know how good we had it. That's why we keep looking back into the 80s and the 90s knowing damn well we was ready to grow up. We was ready to grow up. But if you did not be grateful for the times that you was in and the people that was around you and things like that, then of course, yes, you're going to have regrets when you look back. But those times was made to propel us forward, to build that kind of energy. We supposed to bring that kind of energy with us. We carry it. We had it. We had that energy, y'all. It's still there. But it's hard to produce that energy when you don't have that kind of energy around you, too. But it's inside of all of us. It's just, it got to be unleashed. It's like y'all like dogs and cats. You know how they have to warm up to you. And then they'll be all under your damn chin and all inside your goddamn shirt and coat and shit like that because they comfortable. That's how we have to be with us. Remember, we fragile. But it's very detrimental that we do come together and leave this system. If that's what I have to die for to leave, I mean, talking about, it's up. It's up. We've gave this too many times, too many tries. And I ain't knocking on y'all for keep believing and you can vote for somebody and hope, but that's just like y'all hoping Jesus come out the air. You know it's not happening, at least not in your lifetime. You understand that? So that's just like banking on these people wishing that they gonna act right and give you what you need, and they don't. They want you to plead and beg and do nasty stuff for it. That's not what you was put here for. You a gift. Your body is a gift. You're supposed to share that with who you desire to share with. Not everybody, goddammit. That's what they made it easier access for you, for them. People don't understand this, why sex is so rampant. They made it easier so it's easier for them to get. So they made it okay. Remember, we be signing contracts and don't even know it because y'all been fooled to think that you have to sign a contract through paper and a pen. You do not. You get consent by your behavior, what you condone. Just like these files, and I don't speak on this stuff. We condoning it, so they gonna keep doing it. Sad as it is, messing with children, chopping their head like, bitch, please, how sick can you really be? Like, who want to be a part of that? I don't give no fuck how much no money attached to it. Money don't mean shit. I got paid yesterday, and I ain't gonna say I'm broke, but my bills paid, but I'm low on, but I'm okay. Cause the shit done. You understand? But this wheel is tiresome. And you wonder why our health and our depression and mental is fucked. You wonder why? Look around. It's not normal. We've been made to think this is normal, but we're stepping outside of that now. It's gonna happen. Too many of y'all becoming woke. So this is what I'm saying. That midterm stuff, y'all already know. This is why they want to get rid of it anyway, because it's false. That voting stuff is false. It was always for them. For them. And not know us as far as black, white. For them. Them who hold a seat at the table. Bitch. Period. Call a thing, and y'all know y'all are very bright out there in TV world and cell phone world. Y'all are very bright. Y'all can put 2 and 2 together and get 6. Not 4, 6. Remember, we can see the unknown. So we know they having these meetings, and we know we wasn't included. So how does it feel to not be invited to something? Just invite yourself. Oh, I know they gonna make sure I'm okay. But y'all don't have friends that go on trips with y'all and stuff like that and just assume you got them. And how do you act? Being the fact that they didn't ask you at first and you probably don't like them for some reason, but still you just barged in. And I didn't invite you. These people didn't invite us. So they're gonna treat us. We're going to be treated like a wicked stepchild for a reason. Take the Cinderella story and add it to us. It's us. We Cinderella. The less than, but we really higher than. You understand that? But our story was changed too. So it's a destiny swap going on. Somebody is living our so-called existence, but when you great, you show gratitude. If you built it and had it all in the first place, you can do it again. But that's not the object. It's to go forward elsewhere. Why do we want to keep doing this wheel? This shit been broke. It's tiresome. It's old. It's draining. It don't killed. This system killed my favorite person. Period. I don't give a fuck. I know people said folks died natural causes and stuff, but my grandma died of a heart attack. Period, point blank. Due to the different shit that's going on this planet that she had to endure and shit. So trust me, honestly, I have a vengeance with them, honestly. I do. Because they not treating us fair either. So that's our fate as well. And that's why we have to be okay. Don't let them tell you gonna be okay with having nothing. You be okay with not having nothing. That's a reverse psychology type shit going on right there. You don't get to tell me I'm gonna be comfortable in nothing. That lets you know a level of what somebody want to give you. Bitch, please. When you getting that in a relationship, you exit that, don't you? So what's so different about us exiting this? It's nothing different. If we could sit on here all day and give people advice about who to run from and to stay to yourself and to, do your own thing and build your business and do all of this, well, bitch, why we can't do that for ourselves? As a community, as a people. It's simple, and it don't cost money. It just costs your attitude and ego. That's it. We all got to check our ego and attitude at the door, period. Drop that shit like you getting checked with a motherfucking scanner or whatnot, metal detector. Drop that shit at the door so we can go forward and live somewhat of a paradise life, because that's our lifestyle. We the life of the party. Y'all, anything we do, it's going to be a celebration. But we have to drop our ego and these systematic ways that we have adapted to and absorbed. We have to shed this. This the year of the snake. It ain't March yet. I mean, it ain't March and it ain't April. End of March, beginning of April. It ain't that yet. You still in snow and cold and shit, so you still shedding. The snake is still shedding. Ain't no fucking fire horse yet. See, I pay attention and I'm aware of what's going on. Trust me. But like I said, when you are Aries, us Aries, we ahead of the game. Period. That's why a lot of people be mad. And it's cool. It's cool. Dig into who you is, and you can be ahead of the game too. And then you won't be mad at no motherfucking Aries. But if somebody know they self or whatnot, don't be mad. Don't be mad because they don't fall and be slumped down or belittle themselves. But believe this, you don't got put down enough in your time. You don't got put down enough in your time for your uniqueness and your weirdness and your probably gayness. Because, Aries is known to be gay too. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how they picked that. That's how the higher power signed me. I was in class and I raised my motherfucking hand. I said, yeah, I go to Earth and be gay and ain't gonna be ashamed about it. And ain't gonna go and claim no Bible when it ain't claiming me, bitch. You understand that? And that has been my purpose. And like I said, when I get on here, hold up, I ain't gay. You don't gotta be gay, but you can exit if you got something against gays. You know that. Don't come starting that niche now. Happy Friday. We love you. You can't have nothing against the gays because we are what? Warriors. And that's why we here to fight. Stop fighting against us. There you go. Stop fighting against us. Work with us. We got mental problems. Remember, we all accumulated this shit, but the heart, remember what I said. Long as you got a good spirit and a heart, you can't go wrong. You can't. That's why I said let's drop these egos at the door, goddammit. They don't serve us. This physical shit, bitch, you take it higher power. As long as you got you, you can go elsewhere and build some shit. Bitch, I can go find me a chair outside and clean it up. I can find a glass bottle and put flowers in it and make it pretty. Bitch, this is how the mindset we got to get in. Why you think we like yard sales and rummage sales and thrift stores and dumpster diving? Because we survive. That's how we survive. We can take nothing and turn it into something. We alchemists, all of us, when we tap into it. But we have to tap into it. And yeah, we get lazy because, goddamn it, let me let you know, sometimes I get lazy. You understand? But sometimes you need a rest. But long as you tapping into you and you creating, you understand that, then you ain't being lazy. And that's why I said as an Aries, we have to show the way. We the path showers or whatnot. And that's why a lot of people don't want to. Yeah, y'all have better ideas sometime and stuff. But guess what? We the warriors, known warriors, leaders. And it ain't by mistake. And a lot of people like to try and knock that. I don't understand that whole thing either. And because you can't bully, you definitely can't bully no Aries because the Aries take up for y'all when you getting bullied, period. Because that's one thing I've always hated. A stuck-up bitch and a bully. Getting my feathers ruffled all the time because I don't like people who think they better than people. We all in this aquarium together. And I've been like that since I was little. You understand? Since I was little. We in this game together, y'all. Some of you might dress a little better. Some of your circumstances might be a little better. But at the end of the day, when everything's stripped away, we all the same. We all the same. And we here just trying to figure it out. But why we gotta hate each other while we figuring it out? That's just making it difficult to do what we doing here. And I'm grateful that a lot of us are waking up. That's why my slogan is wake up, wake up, wake up. Because we must. We got to. And we are. So that's why I always say, give yourself a pat on the back. Because it ain't like you ain't doing it. Y'all doing it. We slowly unraveling to who we are. Some of us are there. Some of us are getting there. You understand? So don't feel left out. It's happening. You just got to want it to happen. If you don't want it to happen, it ain't going to happen. And you're going to be lost in the sauce. And then you're going to feel that what you're getting is okay. What you're getting is not okay. Because you're greater than that. So hell no, it's not okay. Nobody can keep giving you pennies. That's why they getting rid of them. I'm telling you, get out of this system. Get out of it. Let's get out of it. Warning comes before destruction. Ain't that what they say? We've been warned, and we've been warned, and we've been warned. And a lot of us want to go in a corner and cackle and go back to playing like everything all right. And you know these is different times. Different timelines, period. So for ignoring ain't a good thing unless you heavily protected, but then you got to be in tune with yourself to know that you even that. And just praying to God and all that ain't gonna get it, as you see, because I even said with God, he knows better than just you thinking that he a cop out and he just gonna save you without us doing the work too. So it goes either way. You can't be lazy when you don't been chosen to come here and do a job. And I think a lot of people try and slide by and don't do that. And this is be the consequence of what happened. The higher power gonna let you enjoy the lavishness of life because he's gonna show you how great it can be. But then it also gonna do the duality part and show you how nasty it can get. So this is why you ought to come to the conclusion, we are all the same. When somebody's up, somebody's down. You understand that? And it ain't no in-between about it. So this is why we don't kick somebody when they down, because when they up, your ass will be down. And that's guaranteed, just like death. And this is why these things are set in place to adjust our attitude and ego. Remember, they all work together. But anyway, y'all know how I get. But it's Friday. I'm in good spirits. I love y'all. We are here. They finna give us some more of this fake snow. And y'all know it's fake. Let me tell you, this shit look like it's building up like buildings here in Pittsburgh. And it's black. When have snow ever turned black? I know the dirt on the ground turned it dirty. Don't get me wrong, but like it's been on fire. Telling you, this illusion is weak. It's weak. It's a weak illusion. I've never really been really too enticed by it because I've known that it's been a lie. Thank you, Dr. York. I'm going to give him his praise all day before anybody. I don't care what nobody say. He was the first one was talking about the portals and the spaceships and the mother womb, the web fingers, all of that. All of that. And at 13 and 14, I'm looking at my body and saying, okay, well, they don't talk about this shit in the church. Somebody, and I went with what was more interesting and what actually was deep to me, and thank the higher power. And that's why I say y'all are a reflection of that, because now everybody coming out with their stories now, or why they sharing. Church shouldn't be mad. Just know you've been hoaxed. It ain't got shit to do with you. They wanted your spirit and soul. Those are energy centers. They work best with the best energies that they can take and own. It's the same as that music industry stuff. Why you think they work together? If they doing the same thing, they gonna work and collaborate together. Remember, two birds of a feather flock the motherfucking together. So you can understand who all cahooting and working together, but they are energy centers. It's us. We are the power. That's why they say, I got the power. That's us. We do. They generate through us. This is why they use us. So you wonder why church is so prosperous. Look at the spiritual side of it. It ain't cause they got the money. It's cause they got that energy that comes and give them that money. It's the people. It's us. And soon as we realize that, then we is going to be in trouble because we too valuable. That's why this grip is so tight. That's why this grip is so tight with us. Because why would you let your good thing go? But then why would the fuck you mistreat it though? We wouldn't want to go nowhere if you was treating us right. Shit. I mean, we don't mind working. We don't mind it, but it's how you talk to people and how you treat people. That's all. It's all in how you talk and treat people. If these people talked to us and treated us like they was concerned about our well-being, I think we'll be cool beings, because why make a mole out of a molehill? You understand that? But when people start to keep just pushing you, and pushing you like you don't got a brain, or like you really scared of them. Like, bitch, you really think I'm scared of you? No, I'm not. I just been trying to let bygones be bygones. That's it. That's all. You understand? Somewhat a little turn the cheek, not so much of that, cause bitch, we fight too quick sometimes. You understand? So to turn the other cheek really don't went out the door for us. You understand? But we tired. Why keep putting yourself, and y'all gotta understand, anger causes high blood pressure. Do y'all think them doctors don't know that? These people do statistics on us, studies on us. This is why they got access to our house, to watch how we move, how many breaths we take before we get tired and shit like that. So why would you spend any of that energy being mean and mad when you know it mess up your heart and shit? That's what I used to tell one of my exes or whatnot. He got getting mad and stuff. I said, that's your heart. That's your heart or whatnot. You don't have to be mean and be mad, but if you choose that, then that's the risk that you take. So you take that shit somewhere else. I don't want you around me. You want to be mean and stuff, And this is how we have to be. Somebody trigger you like that, you rather smile and be happy, and you will live longer. You don't heard that statistic. But you also have heard being grumpy and mean and hateful takes you out of here quicker. You understand? You might have more success, as y'all see, but them people ain't even human. So the story different for them. And that's the whole thing. That's the whole thing we didn't know. That's why everybody was climbing their mountain or climbing their ladder or that little fake pyramid that they built, and that whole mindset of the pyramid or whatnot, so we can get to their height of success, and they not even human entities up top, and we ain't either. Like I said, we just have to tap into that. You feel me? But it's made up success. That's why it don't feel good once they get up there. So we should take heed. And this is why we watch celebrities. Some of us, I'm speaking for me. That's why I'm always interested in biographies and the history and the lives of celebrities and people, freedom fighters, all of it. History in its entirety. Because I'm looking to see what pushed somebody and what drove them to change when they switch from one lifestyle to another lifestyle. Because we doing lifestyles here. You feel me? We are doing lifestyles. Different things, different ways we switch up and start, even in eating, you start living another lifestyle. So you want to see what someone else's results have been, did that drive them crazy? What made them behave like this? Remember, all of us are homework to each other. We are made to learn off each other, not hate each other. Learn. Yeah, we're going to get mad because it's going to be some unfamiliar shit that we've not come in contact with or just is not our behavior. You understand? We don't behave like that, so it don't register with us when somebody else come around us and they acting crazy or acting, but it ain't no reason to hate them. You just be like, bitch, you different, and learn why they different, and you'll come to like them. And if you don't, you just distance yourself. You understand how they trying to do with segregation? It's nothing wrong with that, y'all. Let's separate ourselves. And then you can come to a grounds with that kind of law. If we choose to be cool with you or invite you to the cookout, then that way we can count heads and see who's in the count. You understand? So everything happened for a reason. Let's let it happen instead of fighting. Because I think it's a beautiful thing that's happening, even though it's in a scary time. That's why we just have to remain to ourselves and learn ourselves. Because we really going to have to rebuild anyway. Every story you've heard in history is about rebuilding. And if you know you're coming out of a lie, then you know you're going to have to rebuild because you still got to live. Right? So we going to have the mindset, get in the mindset of creating something new, probably with less material. Because you got to remember, what these people own, they going to try and really make us pay even though we get separated, which is a mean thing, but that's when you got your spirit guides and your higher power, your ancestors looking out for you. So how can you lose when you have a winning team biking you? But they don't want us to be scared. And it is scary, y'all, but we warriors. We warriors. And like I said, if we can drop these egos, we can come together. We'll have somebody to confide in and talk to and be, and get through this with. And we don't have our guard up so much. We got our guard up a lot, y'all. And rightfully we should. I mean, like I said, learn from the animals. If you've been abused and they don't know you, they got to warm up to you. So this is our problem. We got to warm up, not kiss ass, bitch. We don't kiss ass. Warming up the people and kissing ass is two different things. You trying to get a feel to see if you can stomach or be around, or if you might even have some similarities in common. You understand? But kissing ass, it gets you nowhere. And once you've seen that kissing ass don't get you nowhere, either as a child or when you grow up and see people do it at work and just in general, it's not a it's not a trait or a trend for you or a behavior for you to pick up. You understand? Let people like you because they like you. And if they don't, it's a reason. Everybody ain't in everybody's story. Remember, we all in our own world. All. That's why it's a different story for each of us. It's just these stories should have to kind of come together. Not no turbulence and friction, but the circumstances of this world made it possible where that is what we going through, where we bumping heads and having problems. It's created problems. They've created these problems and we just carry them on with our ego. That's why I said for us to exit, we're going to have to drop the ego. It's got to go. Yes, you're handsome. Yes, you're beautiful. Yes, you got big private places. We know this. You understand? Let's get past that. Not even, yes, you got more money and stuff. Because remember, that's leaving as well. We're going to have, we got a whole nother way of trading and borrowing because that's what we're finna go back to. So this is why I said that our gifts really going to have to come online for us moving forward because that's how you going to really take care of yourself and take care of each other. You understand? And we will create other money, but that Bitcoin and stuff, it's a whole nother trap. How are you able to maintain logic speaking 24/7? Answer that honestly. Because mine just be downloads and then I've been living. So I'm very aware. And I did pay attention in school when it did teach me something. See, I've always been against the education system. And I've always been against the government. period, point blank. Remember what I said, they all work together. And if you detect that, and I'm speaking for me, what I'm speaking for don't have to be for nobody else. I said eat the meat, spit out the bones. And also on this page, you are chosen, meaning your mindset already evolved. Star seed, it says it all. You thinking stars, baby. You outside in the universe. So you're outside of this matrix. So that meant you've evolved. And chosen. Chosen know they here to do something. So this, whatever I say will resonate. And like I say, I'm a gay man. So if it offends anyone or hearing anything that a gay person got to say, exit this page. Because this is a non-judging page. It's open. Period. I like open people as far as open to receive. You can't receive shit with a closed fist. Open it and receive. You understand? That's the mindset we got to get in, y'all. We got too many different things about us to be so judgmental. Did y'all not think that's probably why that y'all good book said do not judge others? Because it's going to be some things that you think that's not possible that is possible. But how are you to judge that? Learn how to maneuver and deal in the world with it. Cohabitate, because we have to. You put here for a reason, so you have to. And you're very clever, you're very smart, you're very in tune. So y'all all gave the knowing how to get along with somebody, because most of you gave children for this reason as well. So if you conduct yourself, then you know how to conduct your children. If you ain't conducting yourself, you do not know how to conduct no children. And that is where a lot of things went wrong with parents. But then again, they started off from children too. And especially speaking from mine. So how a person feel about themselves is how they gonna feel is treat their children. It's just that simple. And that ain't beating nobody up. You only can beat yourself up. You understand? It's too much hate on here towards our parents too, y'all, because y'all gotta understand. They human just like us, and we getting our ass whooped just like they was too. But could you imagine the stories that they didn't tell us? Just think, some parents don't tell us everything. So that's why I'm grateful that I've grown up, and I still have my childhood trauma because, I wanted to be in love with my mama in the beginning. You see, I didn't fall in love with my mama till after I came out the closet. Because I'm the kind of person, I can't tell you I love you if I don't feel it. I can't. If you ain't earned it or showed it, I can't. I can't give you that if you hadn't earned that from me. And she didn't earn that at that time with her behavior. You understand? And I think so many of us fake it. That's why we explode so bad when the build up or after the fact, because you don't faked it so long like it wasn't no problem. Like y'all didn't have no problem. When you should have just stated that throughout the time or the relationship with your parent, y'all got a problem, you respect her and stuff like that, but it's some shit that still got to get fixed or talked about. But most of the time, when it come to ego, that's why I said we got to drop the ego. A lot of parents ain't finna talk. My mama talked to a certain degree, but accountability, that's a whole nother story, you understand? But you have to accept people for who they are and not have gripes about it. And that's how I am with mine. You feel me? She an Aquarius, so let it speak for itself, But as far as her guidance, and how she raised me and stuff, I'm so grateful. So that's why I say in this life, it's duality. When one kid so-called getting it good, the other kid getting it bad. One crying, one laughing. You understand? One getting a toy, one ain't getting no toy. This is duality side up for us to learn. And that's why when we meet each other, it's an even balance. You're going to meet somebody who was less fortunate and then you grew up all rich and stuff. This was for the higher power to see the clash and see how well we work together. How we know we not down here to see how we work together, y'all. If so, we fail. And this is why we feel like we in hell, in my opinion. Because all of us have failed to try and work together and get along, whether you white, black, or goddamn alien. You understand that? So the mission it's been complete because we just can't seem to drop our differences and just live here together and get along. I guess it's too much like right. But it's not, it don't cost nothing. It just costs us to go in and drop the evil shit. That's it. That is it. So look at it. It's us that's holding us back. You know how people say, get out your own way? Then yeah, it's us. We got to get out our own way and stop trying to blame and just do our own thing. It's just that simple. But we just too comfortable. Period. But anyway, y'all, it's Friday. I love y'all that did tune in, giving the hearts, the love. Thank you. Remember what I said. We here, but we ain't promised tomorrow. So make every minute, second, and hour that you're alive. Be grateful. Rub on your furniture. You understand? Even though it really don't belong to you. You understand? But you accumulated that. You understand? You living the life that you chose and created for yourself. And you're going to create more. You understand? But like I said, this is the year of the snake. We got to let this stuff go, y'all, so we can get to some other stuff. You understand? But I love y'all so much. Have a beautiful day. It's Friday. Go get you something good to eat. Listen to some music. Hey, go dress up and be pretty, be handsome. Be you. Be y'all. Because you deserve it. You came down here. You here. Out of anybody who could have been here, you still here over your grandma, over your aunties, over your gay mama, brother. These is people who don't pass on. You still here. Rejoice for them. Shit. You know what I'm saying? Don't be down. It ain't all bad. Find the good. And there's good people out there too, y'all. So don't just, it's love for everybody. Even us single people. It is love. True, genuine love. Do not give up. We are put here to love. So how can it not be love for you? But we got to love ourselves first. We don't heard the slogan through time, throughout. And I'm saying it again. You can't love nobody if you don't love yourself. And I learned that too. And and you can't turn down the love on yourself and get other people that high love. That's how it is with me. It ain't that I don't love myself. I just toned down how much I would love me to really prove how much I love my tribe or my lover, or my family, because I know I'm good. I ain't gonna never neglect me, but I'm gonna still give you enough because I don't know what you've experienced. So I want to make sure I show you it's love. That's my objective when I meet people. I want to show you love is real because I'm real. So if I'm real, love is real. And y'all have to know that about yourself. If you real, love is real and it's out there for you. I love y'all. I'm Papa Aries. Go out, experience your day and make it the way you want it to be. I love y'all.